Barron and Leonor, a dreamlike honeymoon in the paradise by the shores of Hawaii's Magic Isles. A honeymoon, sun, sand, perfection. But not every paradise is simple. What happens when two royal hearts escape tradition to a place where protocol cannot follow? This isn't a postcard. It's a secret story you were never meant to hear. The air was warm with salt and hibiscus. Waves curled like ribbons of glass along Hawaii's fabled shores. Here, far from Europe's marble palaces and Washington's watchful eyes, two figures stepped barefoot into the surf. Barron, tall, reserved, looking out toward the horizon. Leonor, radiant yet thoughtful, the future queen of Spain in a linen dress, her hair lifted by the ocean breeze. They had chosen Hawaii not for spectacle but for anonymity. After years of whispers, coded messages, and fleeting glances at state events, this was the first time they could simply exist together. To outsiders it might look like an ordinary honeymoon. To them, it was a stolen chapter, a dream that might dissolve with dawn. From the start, the magic was undeniable. Early mornings spent hiking emerald trails above hidden waterfalls. Afternoons learning to surf with local instructors who didn't care about titles or headlines. Nights on a quiet veranda, the scent of plumeria thick in the air, where they spoke of everything they could never say in public, hopes, fears, and the weight of family expectations. Each detail pulls you deeper. How did they manage to come here unseen? Who knew? A handful of trusted staff, sworn to silence. Their arrival disguised as a diplomatic stopover, their names removed from guest lists. Even here, duty lurked at the edges of paradise. And yet, Hawaii gave them space to breathe. For Leonor, it was a glimpse of life beyond the crown, bare feet on black sand, music drifting from a beach fire. For Barron, it was a moment free of his family's shadow, anonymity in a place where only the waves knew his name. Curiosity builds. Was this their future or just a fleeting escape? Could a princess and a son of power build a life not defined by tradition? They visited local schools incognito, quietly funding a marine conservation project under a joint pseudonym. They wrote ideas for a youth leadership foundation on napkins while sipping fresh coconut water. These were not gestures for cameras but for each other, testing whether their shared dreams could survive reality. But paradise also magnifies tension. Late one evening, under a sky crowded with stars, they argued, not about love, but about the life waiting beyond these islands. Could she fulfill her destiny as queen with him at her side? Could he accept a role that would always be half in shadow? Silence stretched between them, broken only by the surf. The next morning, they walked along the lava cliffs in quiet understanding. This was more than a vacation, it was a crucible. Love and duty faced each other without titles or ceremony. In that moment, they knew the world would eventually intrude, but here, in Hawaii's Magic Isles, they had carved something real. As you picture them, the heir to a throne and the heir to a name, imagine their footprints washed clean by the tide. No cameras, no crowds, just two young people daring to live a story the world might never believe. The voice softens for the close, the honeymoon may end. The flights back to Madrid and to Washington may part them again. But what happened on those shores, the promises whispered, the plans drawn in sand, has already changed them. In a world built on duty, they found a moment of freedom. In a life mapped out by others, they found a dream like honey, slow and golden, on Hawaii's Magic Isles. This is not a fantasy. This is what love looks like when it risks everything to be real. This script is structured to fill a long-form narration. It opens with the staccato hook, quickly gives emotionally valuable scenes, then slows to build depth and tension with chained curiosity loops. It's ready for you to record straight into your video.